Hello, it's the comic book guy, and welcome to Marvel Zombies Dead Days. This is a singular issue comic, which I believe shows how the world went to shit. You know, I did the Marvel Zombie series, a few weeks ago. You know, completed it, all 5 issues, and this shows how the world went downhill. There's another series I'll be doing after this one called Marvel Zombies versus the Army of Darkness, which was suggested to me in the comments on a previous Marvel Zombies video. So I'll be doing that after this, and some more Marvel Zombies stuff because there's quite a lot of it, and it's an interesting sort of story. So let's get into Marvel Zombies Dead Days and see what happened. Oh man, oh man, oh man! It's Spider-Man! Marvel Zombies Dead Days. He ain't looking too good, man. I think he might have been bitten already. Everyone okay? Peter. Oh my god, you okay? Are you okay? Not really. Actually, Colonel America bit me. I'm starting to feel kind of sick. I'll get the peroxide. So what they're saying on the news is true. The Avengers have started attacking people, eating them. Yeah, I tried to reason with them. See why they were acting like they were. They attacked me. I barely got out of there, MJ. It's bad out there. I hate to even think this, but I think we should get out of here. Then let's go, Peter. I'm scared. I've never actually seen anything like this. Ah! Peter! Peter, are you okay? What is it? What's wrong? Not well. Sick. Getting worse. My stomach. The pain. The hunger. Peter, no! Okay, let's clean up that. Oh dear. Mary Jane? Peter? What did you... Please, Aunt May, go lock yourself in the bathroom. I can't control myself. And here's a panel of the world going to shit. The Avengers eating people. High in Earth's orbit, Asteroid M. Dear God, what have I done? We had no way of knowing it would be this bad. You are not to blame for this, my lord. We saw it only to thin out the Homo sapiens, to give mutants a fighting chance. Don't make excuses. Don't you see what's happening here? The thing we made a deal with, the thing we brought here, the virus, affects mutants and humans alike. We've doomed the entire planet. No. Now is not the time for anger. I must take action. If I can save but a few, we could survive. Yes, it's the only way. Where are you going? To Earth. Keep watch on the monitors. This space station could be the last refuge of humanity. Protect it at all costs. New York City. Yo, Parker, you here? I'm sorry to barge in like this, but there's some crazy stuff going on. Wanted to make sure you and the family were okay. Hello? You don't understand. There's not enough for you. There's not enough. I can't share. I have to keep it all for myself. The hunger. I had to do this. I've got to stop the hunger. So I need it all. Don't look at me. Don't look at me! What did this? What happened to you? Why? Shut up and die! This isn't the friend you knew. He's not the same man anymore. Help me kill him. Kill him? I can't. I can't. You have to... Ah! Oh God. Oh God. Elsewhere. Stop! Just stop for a second. Look at us. Look what we're doing. The pain. The hunger. It's gone for now. We don't need to do this. We could be cured. We need to find a way to make this feeling last. To fend off the madness. We're Avengers. We need to fight this. We've got to. Stop before too much damage is done. I fear we may be too late. We need to get back to Avengers Mansion. Rethink this. Regroup. Westchester, New York, the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning. They got the professor. They ate him. They ripped him to pieces. Storm, please, focus on the fight. I can't deal with that right now. Whatever we throw at them, it's just not working. They just keep coming. Don't let up. We can't let them get to the students inside. Somehow we've got to hold them off. Now is not the time for mercy, X-Men. Kill or be killed is the new rule, and it is the only rule that matters. If this is something you cannot do, kill yourself now and save us the trouble. Magneto, who the hell do you think you are to come in here and talk to us like this? I've saved your life, and I'd like your help saving as many others as we can, but I will not let your naivety bring about my death. You mean there are more of these creatures, more of these heroes turned into monsters? Sadly, yes. Then just point me in the right direction. New York City. Follow me. My lab is this way. I think we lost the others. Did you see Colonel America? The hunger took him over almost immediately. He devoured that woman. I saw it, and I still don't believe it. These are strange times indeed. I only hope this strange infection has yet to reach Wakanda. Though I am confident, given the appropriate time, the Wakandan scientists in my employ can cure this disease. I do not wish this fate on my homeland. We just need to get back to my lab. I can work on a cure there. We can. Henry Pym, you've been bitten, haven't you? No, that's not what. T'Challa, my friend, why did you have to go and notice something like that? I'm sorry, old friend, but I've seen what this infection has in store for me, and I'm not going to be caught without a meal when this is all over. I don't expect you to understand. At the rate these things are going, the food supply will be exhausted within a matter of days. The rate at which the infection is spreading is nothing short of astonishing. I wish I could turn back the clock, prevent myself from getting infected, but that's just inevitable now. In a few minutes I'll be a mindless animal, rummaging for my next meal. One of them, and you'll be little more than a midnight snack. Franklin, Valeria, we thought they were safe here. We didn't think anyone could get to them, but she knew the codes. She got in easily. Do it, Sue. Do it now. Oh, Valeria. Oh, my little girl. She-Hulk. You. How could you? We've got an incoming transmission from Nick Fury. Do you want me to? I'll take it. Revolting. I say, thee may. Hang on, Thor. I'm here to help. Look around you, Thunder God. The odds are against you. You're only delaying the inevitable. You'll be one of us sooner or later. I say thee. Nay! Meteorite! Ooh-ah! One bite, that's all it takes. The Fantastic Four! Cool! I thank thee for the assistance, Reed Richards and family. Me too. Then do me a favour and follow us. Things are getting worse out here, and we could use all the help we can get. Lead the way. Where are we going? You're looking at humanity's last best hope. Welcome to the Resistance. The epicenter, the start of this plague, or whatever you will call it, was in the center of Manhattan. That's the first known instance. We don't know how, but something from another world broke through, came to our world. The Avengers, as is often the case, were the first on the scene, the first to be infected. Colonel America, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Luke Cage, Miss Marvel. They were the start of this. In a matter of hours it has spread to all corners of the globe. As far as we can tell, only meta-humans are affected. But that may be because as normal humans are being completely eaten, and can't fight off these monsters. As it is now, it's already too late to be contained, but it may not be too late to stop it, maybe even reverse it. You are this planet's last hope. If you do not succeed, we all die. That is why I've gathered you all here. Who let him in here? Magneto's with us, bub. You got a problem with that? Right now, if they're not trying to eat you, they are an ally. Magneto is an asset we can't ignore under the current situation. So what is the plan? The plan is, Iron Man, for you to work with Reed Richards and Bruce Banner to develop a cure. While you do that, the rest of us will divide into rescue squads, saving who we can and bring them back here until we can save the world. Everybody clear? This is crazy. Do you guys even realize what we're up against? If someone you know is not here, they're one of them. Don't you see what that means? We're completely outnumbered, and the plan is to turn this helicarrier into a flying Noah's Ark. How is that going to work? How many people fit on this thing? I'm sorry. I know we get together like every few months to avert some global crisis or fight some enormous bad guy. I get it. That's what we do. But I think you guys are treating this like another Kree-Skrull invasion or Thanos attacking. This is different. Look how many we've already lost. And we're just now forming a game plan? We're all dead. We're as good as dead. It's not a perfect plan, but it's all we've got. The alternative is to give up. Anyone who prefers that option can speak up at any time. That's what I thought. Let's get to it, people. Avengers Mansion, Manhattan. Hello, Jarvis. Good idea, Hank, but we're way ahead of you on that one. Come on in. We saved you a piece. Welcome home, husband. I knew once I had your sweet, succulent flesh in my teeth, we'd be seeing you again very soon. So that's it then? We just accept what we've become, and that's it? You don't plan to fight this? What do you have in mind? I've eaten over a dozen people today. I don't expect them to be much in the way of redemption available for any of us. You saying you don't want any of this Jarvis meat? No, I'm not. Move over. Maybe you're right. I just don't like the idea of giving up. Oh no. No. I'm going to enjoy this. Back, demon. No harm will befall these people while I still stand. Hurry, people. We don't have much time. I do not require your assistance, and you are not worthy of mine. Naveria is immune to this dreaded infection. We will survive this end to the world. Leave us be. Back aboard the SHIELD helicarrier, Reed's lab. Why are you in here alone? I thought you were working with Tony and Bruce Banner. They're working on different solutions. It was decided if we worked separately, maybe one of us would discover a viable solution, and the other two could then assist. Tony's idea, but I agree. These creatures are remarkable, Sue. They're human, but they're not. The infection turns them into such an efficient life form. It's just amazing. These creatures are monsters and deserve to be exterminated, Reed. They're not a new life form. They're not something to be admired. Remember what they did to our children. Yes, of course, I realise that, Sue. But I can't ignore what almost seems like improvements on our design. Improvements? Yes, as strange as that sounds, in that we are organisms designed to process organic matter and transform it into fuel for our bodies. Yes, they are more advanced. They use far less energy. Most bodily functions are shut down, not necessary any longer, yet they still retain mobility and all of their intellect. Yet little more than their brain is actually functioning. It's really quite fascinating, Sue. Elsewhere on the helicarrier, Tony's lab. Well, progress? I think so. While finding a cure is paramount, I want to ask you a question. Have you looked out the window lately? I don't follow. It's a figure of speech. I didn't mean it literally. If we were to stop this virus, the cleanup, if we saved the world right this minute, would take decades. Our world would probably never return to what we once knew. So while Reed and Bruce focus on curing the infection, my efforts are quite simply being directed toward escape. The negative zone is always a final option, but the thousands of civilians we have here would probably not acclimate well to that environment. Now this virus came from another dimension, and that too is how we will escape it. Using some of Reed's equipment, I've begun constructing a machine that can locate, sturdy, and eventually bridge our passage to alternate dimensions. The ideal case would be a world similar to our own, where a pandemic wiped out civilization long enough ago that the contagion has passed, but recent enough for us to take over their cities and turn them into our own. Odds for that are not in our favour. At this point, nearly any dimension will do. Beggars can't be choosers after all. I should have this machine operational within a few hours. We could be transplanting survivors into a world as early as tomorrow morning, assuming we last that long. We'll just have to make sure we do. You don't understand. We tried to fight this. We did. But we just can't. This is what we are now. There is nothing we can do. We don't care. Ah! Blast! No, we will not lose. We will not. Retreat. Get back to the helicarrier. It's our only chance. Back on the helicarrier, Reed's lab. I'm glad you could all come here. I wanted to meet with you first before I brought my findings to Fury and the West. What have you done, Reed? Concluded my study, Sue. Your tone distresses me, my love. I have, as we all should, come to accept the fate that will befall each and every one of us. It is so inconceivable that we were meant to become these savage beasts. What if this is the next step in our lives? I believe that to be the case. I've come to realize that we're not dealing with an infection here. It's evolution. Have you gone insane? What do you propose that the solution to all this is to embrace this and allow ourselves to be infected? No, that's not it at all. I've already infected you. You may have noticed a small prick, a scratch a few minutes ago as I called you in here. That's really all it takes. A thinnest of breaks in skin. In fact, you should be starting to feel the effects in 3, 2... Stretch! You've lost your children. You've lost your mind. Our children. Have you forgotten our children? Heavens no, of course not. What lies ahead for all of us is no place for children, in fact. If my calculations are correct, the need to procreate will be gone. Our species will survive without reproduction. We'll all be essentially immortal. Our children are in a better place. They are spared an existence in this horrific world. Horrific or not, nature demands we take the next step. You will understand in time. Kill you. Eat you. The hunger. Feed on you. Yes, turn me as I've turned you. I want to experience it firsthand. I want to know what it feels like to be turned. I wanted this. This is what needs to happen. You'll understand. They'll all understand. On time. I'm impressed. There's very little more important than the work you're doing here, Stark. What's the status? Done, actually. I'm scanning for parallel worlds as we speak. We should be able to find a suitable one in a day or so, but I'm cataloguing acceptable ones just in case we need to go in a hurry. What about capacity? If I had the time, I could amplify the field it generates to make it large enough to move the whole carrier into a new dimension. But somehow I doubt we're going to have the time. That seems to be how things are going. News from the front is bad. Very bad. We're losing people left and right. And everyone we lose is one day gain. Maybe that punk Nova was right. Poor boy bit it a few hours ago himself. One thing to keep in mind, the amount of people we'll be moving with this thing. We've probably only got one. We've got enough juice to use this once. So I don't want to make the choice lightly. Which means unless this new dimension has the same resources as this one, we'll be stuck there. Then we'll just have to. Doorway to another dimension, most likely full of delicious people to eat. Great idea. Reed, what happened? How did you... I saw the light. You will too, with the right motivation. Now, how about you let us take a couple bites? It'll only hurt a little. Ah! Careful now. We don't want to devour him. Just infect him. If we eat too much, he'll die just like all the other normal people. It's hard, so hard to quit. The pain unbearable. It's hard to stop feeding, Reed. There are plenty of others to eat up here. Tony's inventiveness will be an asset in the coming world. Fury! How far does he expect to get with that thing? Damn it, we're not ready for this. You know that's not going to work. Nothing is going to stop us. You're actually scared, aren't you? You disappoint me, Fury. Computer, initiate Fury failsafe Gamma in Sector 17, Level 30. Now! They'll get through that soon. We haven't got much time. We can get away with this dimensional doorway. If Stark set the coordinates, we could use it to escape to another world. We could. What is it? No, this virus, this plague. It was brought here from another world. If we leave, we could take it with us. Everything we've been through, it all starts over again. We can't do that. We can't let that happen. Okay, you thought that would stop us. Law 4, you know what to do. Whatever happens to us, it doesn't matter. Now this has to stop here, with our world. Really? That was a mistake, Fury. You're going to pay for that. But only for a little while. Then the world goes black for you, and it's all over. Minutes later. What now? What do we do now? We take what's left of this machine back to the Baxter building. We rebuild it, and we get to work on finding another dimension. We're going to be out of food soon, and besides, it's our responsibility to spread the gospel. The beginning. So yes, that was Marvel Zombies Dead Days, and it shows the start of the zombie apocalypse. And you know what, it was pretty good. I did not expect Reed Richards to just go all biblical on it and just be like, you know what, fuck it. I wasn't expecting that, but it was a pretty good read, to be honest. I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.